Stop blindly following these lists and doing what they tell you. You don't know who's behind that account. That's weird. Think for yourself a little bit, man. Today we're going to be checking out the VTuber Blacklist drama.
The context. As a concept, VTuber blacklists are lists of VTubers who are designated by a particular party, or parties, as do not interact with.
I know about some blacklists. I've seen it going around. Just typically like they're blacklists of people to avoid and stuff like that. And I guess that's all right, but I'm always skeptical of those things because you never know the intentions of the person behind that page or that list or whatever. Sometimes it's just like a bias thing. Oh, I hate this VTuber, so I'm gonna make a blacklist of all the VTubers I dislike. And then sometimes just like, for example, the blacklist I was going around recently, I think it was like pointing out VTubers that were sexual offenders or something like that. And it's like, I understand that person is probably trying to do something good, but at the same time, I don't know that person behind that page. I can't just trust people's list. Sure, they post evidence, but at the same time, what are you getting at this? Why are you doing this? Because I have a weird suspicion feeling that people who make those types of lists, they kind of just want to hold some type of power in the online space. So they just do anything they can. And I guess you could make the argument what they're doing is good. You know, you can avoid these people, these potential predators. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know who you are behind that page. You know, I feel like you can't really be anonymous and make that type of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's just a very strange thing that I'm very wary of.
Due to their highly unfavored reputation, usually as a result of major drama at best, and extremely illegal activity at worst. While these are more often made by individual parties and shared within a small network of other creators, attempts of having a larger, more centralized blacklist that VTubers can use have been made. As of this video, the two most notable blacklist accounts are VTuber Blacklist, the old go-to blacklist currently in hiatus, and VT Blacklist.
And at some point I saw that like the two blacklist channels were like beefing with each other, and it's like that's what I'm talking about. Like, why are you beefing with another blacklist channel? Like, that shit is weird. Like, it's like if you're really just focused on making a blacklist to make people feel safer from these type of people, just do that. You know, provide the evidence. And if you see another page doing something you don't like it just comes off as mad weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one thinking like this.
The currently active Blacklist account, who recently garnered a lot of attention after their entry on Indie.
Also, I don't fuck with those blacklists where people create lists of people based on their political, you know, preference and stuff like that. That to me is very fucking weird. It's like, it's okay not to want to watch specific VTubers, but at that point, you're just trying to stir shit up. And that's why I don't really trust these lists or even put too much stock in any of them. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like to have my own opinion and judge people based on the things that I see firsthand myself. I'm not trying to dig through these lists to see why this person was on this list or whatever. I want to see it firsthand on my own account and decide if I want to follow somebody, support somebody or whatever, because too many people will go to these blacklists and blindly just start blocking people. And it's like, I don't know, you should, you know, maybe think for yourself a little bit here, man.
VTuber Tech Taiga, who was called out for being a registered sex offender. While both of these accounts are involved in this situation, the main controversy started on March 29th, 2026, when VT Blacklists added indie VTuber Sylvie Spark as an entry, alleging acts of stalking, harassment, and some forms of abuse.
I seen this VTuber around, but it's weird. The only time I see this VTuber is on Twitter during some type of like in between some type of like drama. Now, I'm not saying they're like a drama person or nothing like that. Like I said, I know nothing about them. I don't watch their content or nothing like that. But I do see them a lot on my like timeline. I don't even follow them. They get like retweeted and stuff, or they're just trending in like in spaces around me. And I only really see them in situations like these. So I don't know what's going on there. And like I said, I don't know how true this
Sylvie
is
Spark
because what does it
as
say?
an entry.
It says comforting like a rapist. Like they have all these fucking accusations against them. It's like, how do I know this is true? Like, is there evidence of this?
Alleging acts of stalking, harassment, and some forms of abuse. This came from an earlier tweet made a few hours earlier, when indie VTuber Ciela Knox provided VT Blacklists with a few sources regarding the Sylvie Spark situation back.
Let's see, I need to hunt down for full logs, but there's what I found on the surface, while there's some of the drama tuber flair. Ultimately, they have the logs in their screens. I can't click these links, so I don't know.
In 2025. The responses. Shortly after, Silver would post a response to the entry, claiming.
So not only is this false, but I have plenty of evidence to support myself. My main is currently on read-only mode, but allow me to please address these points point by point. Okay, so they responded to it and provided evidence. I'm assuming that's, you know, that all that stuff could have been false. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if that shit was false, I'm sure they'll say in the video here in a second, that kind of questions like where these blacklist pages get their information from. See, it goes back to a thing of like he said, she said. Like, who do I trust in that situation? That's why you got to make your own like decisions and stuff, man.
That the evidence provided in the entry was misleading and provided clarifications and corrections to the claims made against Sylvie, one of which claiming that Sylvie and indie VTuber Lennox Kupo, the named victim in the 2025 Sylvie controversy, were in good terms.
Also, the thing is, people lie. You know, these people who make these blacklists, they can be lying. Maybe they have some ill intentions you don't even know. And just people in general lie. So who do you trust? You can't tell unless there's hard evidence.
With the two allegedly remaining in contact, Kupo would post.
Also, people, when it comes to this type of drama, and I'm not trying to blame victims or nothing like that, sometimes we've all seen it. VTubers just make a big deal out of nothing. You know what I mean? Whether they do it for clicks, attention, or maybe they just don't realize what they're doing. Sometimes they'll like take the smallest thing and make a mountain out of molehill. We've seen that before.
A few tweets regarding Sylvie's entry. However, these would get deleted by them shortly after. While I wasn't able to retrieve these tweets, the implications were that the tweets made were inadvertently misleading.
Let me see. I've taken time to read what everyone has said, and I also look back on past events in order to ensure that I'm being as honest as I can. Clearly, my memory issues are getting worse or something. I don't know, but I'm going to remove my tweets and put out more cohesive statement. I'm sorry. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you just make a weird like mistake or something like that. So you have to definitely, you can't blindly follow these block lists and just do what they say and block the people that they say. I think that's very fucking silly.
As their memory about the situation wasn't 100% accurate due to memory gaps and losses. Shortly after Sylvie's thread and Kupo's tweets, VT Blacklists would remove Sylvie's entry, stating that they have preemptively made the entry without additional consideration and apologized to Sylvie and Kupo. While there would be a shakeup in trust from the community.
See, if you're going to post information like that somebody gave you, you have to do your background check first. You have to do your Googles. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, oh, this person said this thing happened to them, let me immediately add them to the blacklist. Without actually doing any type of research, because you're going to get caught up like this. Calling it now, I don't trust VT Blacklist. Okay, some people have, you know, common sense and they realize you shouldn't be blindly following these people. The V Blacklist and its copies are considered to be unlikely to be actual impartial instead of taking sides. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Cool.
Community regarding this entry, the other Blacklist account, Vtuber Blacklist, would make a call-out post against VT Blacklists, stating that while they do commend the account for providing accurate entries during their hiatus, the account is allegedly ran by a blacklisted account who spreads misinformation about Vtuber Blacklist.
That's what I'm saying. You can't trust these people. I don't know who this list is. I don't trust this person either. I do not care.
In an attempt to cause reputational damage, VT Blacklists would quickly respond with a refutal, alleging that VTuber Blacklist is simply attempting to damage VT Blacklist's reputation to favor VTuber Blacklist instead. The aftermath. To put it frankly, VT Blacklists will not face any major cancellation from this controversy alone, as they have established themselves as a reputable blacklist account that has been consistently accurate for a long time. However, the drama did end up encouraging people to not take blacklist entries from anyone at 100% face value.
See, I feel like that should have been from the get-go how people see things. You shouldn't be, like I said so many times already, stop blindly following these lists and doing what they tell you. You don't know who's behind that account. That's weird. Think for yourself a little bit, man.
And to do their own investigations to make their own informed decisions. As for VTuber Blacklist, the account is expected to return mid-2026, though could return sooner or later depending on how the account owners feel. Kupo would release a statement on March 31st to provide additional clarifications to the Sylvie Sparks situation, where they'd state that, while Sylvie did apologize in private for the entire situation, the situation did jeopardize Kupo's living situation, and apologized for inadvertently minimizing his actions through a previously made statement in regards to the VT Blacklist's entry against Sylvie.
Alright, so my take on this whole entire situation, like I've said in the video already, stop blindly following people on the internet, telling you who you should and shouldn't follow, who you should and shouldn't support. Make your own decisions based on the things you see, based on first-hand clips and, you know, from the people actually involved in situations. Just because somebody's on a blacklist on some random Twitter account doesn't mean you should absolutely be like, yeah, that person's a bad person, or I shouldn't fuck with that person, or whatever the deal is. Just stay informed. Being informed is good because you don't know who you're dealing with when it comes to content creation shit. Like, people are weird out here, but at the same time, stop blindly following people and being such a sheep. As much as I hate using that word because it's been used in like shitty ways, so I try not to call people sheep, but stop being a sheep. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to leave the link to the original video if you want to check out their channel and watch more news or whatever. But thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.